Here's your Wisconsin wine guy. I'm back with another wine review for you. And for those who are new, again, welcome to the wine reviews. I've been doing these wine reviews since 2018. There's a whole lot of wines. Now, these are wines that you can find on the shelves or wherever you shop for wine, grocery store, liquor store, wine shop. I make a selection of wines and taste these wines, give you my opinion, utilizing the thumb rating system. Thumbs up says I recommend that wine. 3/4 said, you know what, I would rock that wine. I had it, I tasted it, I want to share it with my friends. Halfway, there was something about that wine that was off, but I'll tell you what it was for me. It doesn't make it a bad wine, it just didn't work for my palate. Remember, let your palate be the guide. Thumbs down, ooh, wow, it just didn't work out at all, and I'm gonna vote against it, but again, give it a try, see what you think. And every now and then there's the infamous double thumbs up, and that's pretty rare. If I ever do a thumbs up, you watch a video with a thumbs up, you definitely must go and check that wine out. So I'm going to continue on my theme. I said this year I'm going to do a theme style tasting. So the theme now that I'm on is selecting wines from the closeout shelf, the bargain or markdown basket, or the closeout or bargain rack in a wine shop or in a liquor store or a grocery store, So you always see those closeout or those specials on wines that you're trying to move, and we oftentimes look right past those. They're reduced in price, and we're thinking, that's probably a cheap wine. But every now and then you see a wine you recognize. But they're probably cheap wines, they're no good wines, blah, blah, blah. Well, the truth is that the wine just wasn't selling or moving fast enough for the winery. They probably brought in like a huge lot of this particular wine, and it just wasn't moving fast enough, so they figured just discount it and let's get it out so we can make room for something else. So it doesn't mean it's a bad wine. They're just trying to get rid of it to make room for something else. All right, so with that theme, I'm perusing, where I shop, one of the places I shop for wine. I came across this white wine, a Chardonnay from Chile, Alto Verde, from the Valle de Leyda. Okay, now I never even heard of that region, the Valle de Leyda. So I had to do some research on this one. So this is a small sub-region of the San Antonio Valley, which is west of Santiago, Chile, the capital. It's a cool climate area, rolling hills, which is near the Pacific Ocean, so you get that cool breeze off of the ocean, And then it's, let's say, south of the Casablanca Valley and east of the Maipo Valley, if you want to look that up. I did some research and found there's quite a few wines that are coming from that area, but I've never heard of it. It looks like interesting wine. It's a Chardonnay, so we'll give it a try. All right? Chile, those who've been following me know I dig wines from Chile. Red or white, especially red, but red or white, I dig wines from Chile. When it comes to the wines from Chile, you get that nice earthiness, you get a nice suppleness of fruit, so it's very nice, depending on the wine and the style that's made itself. So this is going to be a Chardonnay. It's going to be aged in French oak. Look at that nice golden. This is a 2017 coming at 13.5% alcohol. Scroll cap. In addition to that, this wine, I picked it out of the bin. Excuse my tone and label. Picked it out of the bin for like $7.99. Okay, bargain. All right, so we're gonna find out. Look at that color. I mean, you can see the golden hues for this, from its time spent in the barrel. On that nose from here. Ooh, wow. Citrus, orange. Ooh, almost like wow, like an orange lemon, right? Wow, very nice. But a kiss of the sun in color, though. Look at that color. That color is pretty deep. About 15 months in French oak, so you get that nice oak spice. Ooh, wow. I mean, definitely get nice spices from the French oak. Ooh, man. And then you get a little bit of, like a subtle hint of caramelization just in the background. So this is barrel fermented also, and then aged in French oak. So first step, two-step process for those who are new. First step, tasting the wine. Let's taste its acidity. Let's get its mouthfeel. Then the second taste is going to be, wow, what do we think about the wine, right? So here's that first taste. You know how we say, no acidity, no play, all right? Here we go. There's no mallow here. All right, 13.5% alcohol. There's no secondary fermentation to make it creamy and rich. They're maintaining the freshness and acidity. Oh, wow. It almost has like a tropical flavor to it, a tropical minerality to it. Like, you know, that pineapple, that orange, that citrus. But I don't want to go too far on the pineapple. The nose, you know, is very different from the taste. But it definitely is going to be dry. Okay, it's going to be dry. It does have a nice finish to it. Very nice finish. I'm going to go with a little peach, maybe, for this. White peach. All right, here we go. Second sip. 2017, mouth is watering, very supple and fruity, minerality. Oh, definitely be a good food wine. Very clean, very classic, you know, in its taste and its style. I don't want to go so far as to say it's like a French Chardonnay, but it definitely has a nice little clean taste to it. I can see this definitely being a decent food wine. Should I do a wine and food pairing with this wine and see what happens? I may. Follow along and see. So, let's give it another taste. We got, again, it does has that kind of like cool nose to it. Wow. You definitely can pick up on the subtle cedar notes, you know, the wood notes in the wine. Not that kind of like, you know, charred wood, but just, you know, like maybe like new oak. You pick up on some of that. So, 2017 Alto Verde Chardonnay from Chile, one of my favorite places. You know, if you can find this, now again, this is something out of the bargain in the closeout. If you can find this, your Wisconsin wine guy, give this a thumbs up. This is a pretty solid wine. You know, I can dig this wine. I enjoy this wine. Refreshing, clean tasting, dry. You can even get a little bit of the tannins, just a subtle bit. And that's where that rinsing comes in. So it's going to have a little note of slight bitterness, but very slight. Okay, but again, clean, refreshing, bright acidity. You know, good flavor. I think it'll make a great food wine. So Wisconsin Wine again is going to give this a thumbs up if you can find this wine. You know, and I want to encourage you to explore the closeout section and the bargain section where you shop for wine. You may be surprised what you discover. Unfortunately for me, there was only one of these. I would have loved to have sat down on this a few more years and see what happens. So there you have it. I want to tell you as always that your palate be the guide when selecting your wine. And I'm going to see you next time while I, you know, continue enjoying my Chilean Chardonnay. From, what's this region again? The Valle de Leyda. Look that up. See you next time. Ciao.